Chronicler's Note. There has yet to be word from Valorit as to her journey to locate our erstwhile lady. However, I believe that I have, for the time being, stymied the Temple of Harula by stating that Lady Armonia had gone on a pilgrimage. Sadly, the copied letters, thankfully with the pseudonyms I have come up with for my lady, continue to make their way into the hands of the palace staff. More concerningly, I have found that someone is recording them onto small Magitech audio spheres and selling them. The nerve! Meta note. These summaries are produced using the assistance of AI from Roll20 chat logs and are meant to share and keep a record of an ongoing campaign.
The battle's echoes still hang in the air when the Misfits are met by a lone hunter emerging from the trees. His name is Zenon. Bow low, patience lower. He scolds the group for slaying the goblins, his plan to interrogate them now buried with the corpses. His irritation draws out a few colorful reactions. Brenna bristles, Adrian sighs, and Harmony, ever the peacekeeper, chirps back with disarming cheer. When Zenon orders them to
get the kid back or don't come back,
Harmony responds with a sunny,
"Sure thing, Mr. Grumpy,"
before dragging a protesting Brenna along by the belt. The Misfits, bickering and bantering as usual, turn their focus to the escaped gremlin. Crimson Striker takes point, tracking its path deeper into the forest while the rest follow. Some eager, some exasperated. All loud enough to scare off any sensible wildlife. As they walk, Harmony, ever the chatterbox, misinterprets Brenna's muttering about family honor as an emotional confession. Within seconds, she's hugging the bewildered dragonkin and declaring them sisters. Brenna, stunned into silence, can only stare as the rest of the group snickers behind them. Even Striker fights back a smirk as she kneels to read the tracks. Hours pass. The sun dips low. The trail leads to a clearing dominated by ancient ruins, remnants of what might once have been a castle. Its walls long fallen, its floor a cracked mosaic of cobblestone. At its heart stands something wholly alien. A black hemispherical dome, smooth and lightless. A hole in reality itself. Knowledge checks are made, many in fact, and most fail spectacularly. Even Harmony's divine training offers no clarity.
"I have no idea what that is,"
she admits, crossing herself.
"But it isn't natural."
Bryan suspects it's a shallow abyss, a place between worlds where chaos bleeds into reality. The group debates resting before exploring, but with Al's fate still uncertain, Harmony pushes everyone to press on. Bryan smokes one last magic herb for strength, immediately declares it a scam, and the Misfits step into the darkness. The world twists, gravity falters. When their senses return, they stand beneath a foreign sky. Before them stretches a grassy plain crowned by a distant castle. To its side, a small encampment fights for its life. Metallic clashes and shouted orders echoing across the field. Inside the abyss, everything feels off. Colors shimmer wrong. The air hums. Brenna feels it in her blood. Striker feels it in her bones. Adrian, on the other hand, smiles faintly.
"Finally,"
he murmurs.
"a place I feel familiar with."
They advance toward the noise, weapons drawn. From the ruined gate of the castle pours a barbarous horde, serpent-like creatures and hooded figures rushing to join the battle at the camp below. Amalia and Bryan quickly identify some of the beasts, while Harmony mutters prayers to Harula, her usual spark dimmed by the oppressive aura of the place. Striker adjusts her mask.
"Let's follow them. Find out what we're dealing with."
The Misfits arrive to find chaos. A band of human soldiers holding a desperate defense against the Barbarous tide. Among them stands a blond-haired boy, barely more than a teen, barking orders through gritted teeth. His small force is faltering. The line won't hold.
"An even fight."
Striker declares, cracking her knuckles as her limbs glow faintly with mana.
"Come, protect the soldiers."
Without hesitation, Amalia charges forward, sword flashing. Harmony raises her holy symbol and calls upon Harula's protection, her prayer wrapping Striker in divine light. Bryan and his oak golem, Alice, rush to intercept the attackers, while Brenna roars and wades into the melee, her blade carving arcs of red and silver through the chaos. The battle is fierce and frantic. The Misfits fight side by side, dodging, striking, shouting orders and insults in equal measure. Harmony's encouragement keeps morale high. Brenna's ferocity keeps the front line intact. Adrian, his eyes burning faintly red, moves with grim precision, invoking his protective circle to ward off infernal energies. The knights fight valiantly but are falling fast. Amalia diverts her magic to keep them standing. Harmony shifts from rallying her companions to striking out with her rapier and catching a Barbarous in its blind spot, all the while whispering prayers to Harula. Bryan's spells flare bright, his herbs apparently not helping his aim, but Alice more than compensates, her wooden fists smashing through hooded foes. As the tide turns, Brenna cuts down a hulking creature. Barden's sword flashes in tandem, and Adrian finishes another with a clean, brutal stroke. When the dust settles, only silence and the ragged breath of survivors remain. This front of the battle has broken. However, the knights are battered and barely hanging on as their attackers gain ground. Harmony lowers her rapier, chest heaving, sweat and light mingling across her face.
Quickly,
She calls.
let's get over there.
Adrian, ever calm, smirks faintly.
Well,
He says, surveying the battlefield.
this just started to get interesting.
Meta summary. This chapter builds perfectly on the previous sessions, blending the humor and heart of the Misfits dynamic with genuine peril and mystery. Zenon's bitterness contrasts sharply with Harmony's relentless optimism and Brenna's intensity, setting up rich interpersonal tension. The discovery of the abyss shifts tone dramatically, deepening the campaign's sense of cosmic intrigue. The battle within the shallow abyss captures the Sword World feel, teamwork under pressure, mechanical precision in the dice, and moments of chaotic comedy even in the heat of danger. Each misfit shines in their way. Stryker's leadership, Harmony's faith, Amalia's courage, Brenna's fury, Bryan's stubborn charm, Adrian's weary competence. By the end, the group stands victorious but shaken, on the doorstep of something far greater and darker than they imagined.